Stories and Documentary Network. The Kingdom of Punt, an ancient and enigmatic civilization, has captivated the imaginations of historians and archaeologists alike. Nestled at the crossroads of trade and cultural exchange in the ancient world, Punt holds a unique place in the annals of history. This documentary seeks to unravel the mysteries surrounding this once thriving kingdom, exploring its historical significance and shedding light on the profound impact it had on the ancient world. The Kingdom of Punt occupies a prominent place in the written records of ancient Egypt. Referred to in various inscriptions, texts, and reliefs, it is often depicted as a distant and exotic land, rich in resources and splendor. These references are found in texts dating back to the Old Kingdom, indicating that its significance in the eyes of the ancient Egyptians endured over several centuries. Exploring these textual references provides a window into the perception of this kingdom by the ancient Egyptians and the nature of their interactions. The quest to pinpoint the exact location of this kingdom has intrigued scholars for generations. Several theories have emerged, each proposing a different geographical setting for this elusive kingdom. One prevailing hypothesis places it in the Horn of Africa, encompassing modern-day countries such as Somalia and Ethiopia. Proponents of this theory cite geographical descriptions, trade routes, and the presence of specific flora and fauna as evidence supporting the Horn of Africa as the likely location. Another theory posits that Punt may have been situated on the Arabian Peninsula, with the ancient land of Dilmun or present-day Yemen suggested as potential candidates. Proximity to ancient Egyptian trade routes and the presence of valuable commodities such as frankincense and myrrh contribute to the credibility of this theory. While the debate over its location continues, ongoing archaeological excavations and advancements in remote sensing technology offer new avenues for investigation. Recent discoveries and interdisciplinary approaches may provide fresh insights into the geographical puzzle that is the Kingdom of Punt. Constructing a chronological timeline of this kingdom involves piecing together fragmented historical evidence from ancient Egyptian records. The timeline likely begins in the early dynastic period, with the earliest references found in the pyramid texts of the Old Kingdom. As we progress through the Middle Kingdom, its significance in Egyptian texts becomes more pronounced, particularly during the reigns of pharaohs such as Sahor and Hatshepsut. The New Kingdom, characterized by the height of Egyptian power, witnessed extensive trade expeditions to this distant land. The reigns of pharaohs like Thutmose III and Amenhotep III marked peaks in diplomatic and commercial relations between Egypt and Punt. However, as we approach the late period, references to this kingdom become scarcer, and it begins to fade from historical records. The geographical features of Punt, while subject to speculation, are often portrayed as diverse and lush in ancient Egyptian texts. Descriptions highlight it as a land of plenty, featuring rolling hills, exotic vegetation, and abundant water sources. Specific details provided, such as mentions of the Great Green, have led scholars to explore the possibility of Punt being located near the Red Sea or the Horn of Africa. The terrain is often depicted as rich and fertile, contributing to the perception of this region as a bountiful land. Navigable rivers, dense forests, and a favorable climate are elements commonly associated with Punt, emphasizing its allure to ancient Egyptians seeking valuable resources. The appeal of this land to ancient civilizations, particularly Egypt, lay in its abundant natural resources. Among the most coveted commodities were aromatic substances like myrrh and frankincense. Punt was renowned for being a primary source of these fragrant resins, integral to religious rituals, medicinal practices, and the thriving incense trade of the ancient world. In addition to aromatic resins, Punt boasted a rich array of flora and fauna. Exotic plant species, such as ebony and cinnamon, were highly sought after for their use in construction, craftsmanship, and culinary purposes. The forests were believed to be teeming with wildlife, including exotic animals like baboons, giraffes, and panthers, adding to the kingdom's allure. The natural resources played a pivotal role in shaping its economic and diplomatic relations with neighboring civilizations, particularly ancient Egypt. The aromatic resins, in particular, were highly valued for their use in religious ceremonies and as ingredients in perfumes and medicines. The incense trade, facilitated by maritime expeditions and overland caravans, connected Punt with the wider Mediterranean and Near Eastern world. The contribution to the trade and commerce of the ancient world extended beyond aromatic substances. Timber, precious stones, and exotic animals were among the sought-after commodities that fueled a lucrative exchange network. The trade routes connecting Punt to major civilizations allowed for the flow of goods and cultural influences, creating a dynamic economic landscape. The allure of its resources also had diplomatic implications. Pharaohs sought to establish friendly relations with Puntite rulers to ensure a steady supply of valuable goods. The prosperity and abundance associated with the region enhanced its reputation as a desirable partner in trade, influencing the geopolitical dynamics of the region. The geographical features and natural resources of Punt, as described in ancient texts, not only contributed to its allure but also positioned it as a key player in the economic and diplomatic networks of the ancient world. The exploitation and trade of its resources left an indelible mark on the history of ancient civilizations, shaping cultural practices, economic dynamics, and diplomatic relations. The societal structure of the Kingdom of Punt is a subject of speculation due to limited direct evidence. Glimpses into Puntite society are found in ancient Egyptian texts, portraying Punt as a prosperous land with a well-organized society engaged in cultural and economic activities. Believed to have been agrarian, the society thrived on fertile land and a favorable climate, relying on agriculture for sustenance. Crops like grains, fruits, and spices contributed to the kingdom's abundance. Although the cultural practices of the Puntites are not extensively documented, trade and diplomatic exchanges with ancient Egypt hint at their significance. Aromatic substances, such as myrrh and frankincense, held deep religious and ritualistic meanings in both Puntite and Egyptian cultures. These resins were integral to religious ceremonies and offerings, suggesting a shared spiritual connection. The presence of exotic flora and fauna in Punt also influenced cultural practices. Native animals like baboons, panthers, and giraffes held symbolic importance and were depicted in Egyptian art. Ongoing archaeological research may reveal more about Puntite religious beliefs. The Kingdom of Punt's interactions with neighboring civilizations, particularly ancient Egypt, were marked by diplomatic exchanges, trade partnerships, and cultural influences. Diplomatic relations between Punt and Egypt are evident in depictions of Puntite envoys presenting exotic goods to pharaohs. These exchanges fostered not only economic ties but also cultural cross-pollination. Generally amicable, the Puntite-Egyptian relationship was influenced by Punt's status as a supplier of coveted resources, leading to the establishment of diplomatic protocols and alliances. These interactions contributed to a broader tapestry of intercultural relations in the ancient world, influencing artistic representations, architectural styles, and even linguistic borrowings. Cultural and social aspects of Puntite society were shaped by interactions with neighboring civilizations, as trade routes facilitated the flow of ideas, technologies, and cultural practices between Punt and its counterparts, leaving a lasting imprint on the development of both societies. The Kingdom of Punt, standing as a crucial trade partner with ancient Egypt, has left an indelible mark on the economic landscape of the ancient world. Documented in various historical records, Punt's commercial relations with Egypt were characterized by its role as a key player in vibrant ancient trade networks. Renowned for providing highly prized natural resources, especially aromatic substances like myrrh and frankincense, Punt played a pivotal role in shaping economic dynamics. Trade expeditions to Punt, organized by pharaohs from the Old Kingdom to the New Kingdom, involved maritime journeys along the Red Sea, featuring distinctive Puntite envoys and unique offerings. The commodities exchanged between Punt and civilizations like ancient Egypt were diverse, including myrrh and frankincense, which held both spiritual and economic value. This trade extended beyond Egypt, influencing the cultural practices of the broader Near East and the Mediterranean. Punt not only supplied aromatic substances but also contributed timber, precious stones, exotic animals, and spices like cinnamon and ebony, enhancing its allure as a trade partner. These exchanges went beyond material goods, involving the transfer of cultural practices, technologies, and ideas, fostering a dynamic intercultural network. The profound and multifaceted economic impact of Punt's trade relations with ancient Egypt is evident in the enrichment of Egypt's economic prosperity and cultural life. Aromatic resins, particularly myrrh and frankincense, became integral to various aspects of Egyptian society, from religious ceremonies to daily rituals. The extensive trade expeditions to Punt, marked by significant investments in manpower, ships, and logistics, not only stimulated economic activity but also enhanced the prestige of ruling pharaohs. The control over Punt and its resources contributed to the geopolitical influence of ancient Egypt in the wider region. Beyond the direct economic benefits, trade relations with Punt had far-reaching consequences for the interconnected world of the ancient Mediterranean and Near East. The commodities flowing from Punt influenced the economies of neighboring civilizations, shaping the material culture and symbolic practices of diverse societies. Punt's role as a trade partner with ancient Egypt was pivotal, fostering a dynamic network of intercultural relations that left an enduring impact on the societies involved. The trade routes connecting Punt to the wider world were conduits of both material wealth and cultural exchange, contributing to the richness and complexity of the ancient global economy. The Kingdom of Punt maintained diplomatic relations with various neighboring civilizations, with its most notable and well-documented association being with ancient Egypt. The relationship between Punt and Egypt was characterized by mutual respect, trade partnerships, and occasional diplomatic exchanges. Punt's status as a supplier of valuable resources, especially aromatic substances, made it an attractive ally for the powerful pharaohs of Egypt. Diplomatic relations were often formalized through the dispatch of envoys and the exchange of symbolic gifts. Puntite envoys, easily identifiable by their distinctive appearance and the unique commodities they brought, played a crucial role in facilitating communication and fostering goodwill. The depictions of these envoys in Egyptian art highlight the importance placed on diplomatic ties between the two kingdoms. While the primary focus was on Punt's relations with Egypt, indirect diplomatic interactions with other nearby civilizations likely occurred due to Punt's strategic location at the crossroads of trade routes. The exchange of goods and cultural influences along these routes contributed to a broader network of diplomatic relations, impacting the geopolitical dynamics of the region. The records of diplomatic exchanges between Punt and ancient Egypt are preserved in various inscriptions, reliefs, and texts. These documents provide insights into the formalized nature of their relations, often involving treaties or agreements that regulated trade and diplomatic protocols. The reign of Queen Hatshepsut, during the 15th century BCE, provides one of the most detailed accounts of diplomatic exchanges with Punt. Her famous expedition to Punt is extensively documented in the reliefs of the Deir el-Bahari temple, showcasing the ceremonial aspects of the diplomatic encounter. The exchange of goods, the arrival of Puntite envoys, and the signing of agreements are vividly depicted, offering a unique glimpse into the diplomatic rituals of the time. Other pharaohs, including Thutmose III and Amenhotep III, also engaged in diplomatic relations with Punt, as evidenced by inscriptions on temple walls and steles. These records not only highlight the economic aspects of the relationship but also underscore the diplomatic protocols and symbolic gestures that characterized interactions between these ancient kingdoms. Punt played a nuanced role in regional politics, primarily as an economic powerhouse and a source of valuable resources. Its strategic location at the nexus of trade routes connecting the Red Sea, the Horn of Africa, and the Arabian Peninsula positioned Punt as a key player in regional dynamics. The abundance of coveted commodities, such as aromatic resins, gave Punt leverage in diplomatic and economic negotiations. The wealth derived from trade with Punt bolstered the influence of the Egyptian pharaohs who controlled access to these valuable resources. Punt's role in regional politics was, therefore, not only shaped by its own political agency but also by its economic significance within the broader geopolitical landscape. Punt's influence extended beyond direct diplomatic engagements. The trade routes that converged in Punt facilitated cultural exchanges, technological diffusion, and the spread of ideas. These dynamics contributed to the interconnectedness of ancient civilizations in the region, influencing regional politics and power dynamics. Punt's diplomatic relations with ancient Egypt and neighboring civilizations were characterized by economic partnerships, formalized agreements, and ceremonial exchanges. The records of these diplomatic interactions not only offer a glimpse into the protocols of ancient diplomacy but also illuminate the role of Punt in shaping regional politics and contributing to the intricate tapestry of the ancient world. The architectural landscape of this kingdom remains enigmatic due to the scarcity of direct archaeological evidence. However, glimpses into Punt's architectural achievements can be inferred from ancient Egyptian depictions and descriptions. Punt is often portrayed as a land of prosperity and sophistication, suggesting that its architecture mirrored the kingdom's affluence and cultural prowess. The depictions of Puntite settlements in ancient Egyptian reliefs depict well-organized communities with distinctive structures. Temples, residences, and communal spaces are suggested, adorned with the unique architectural styles and design elements characteristic of Punt. The use of local materials and construction techniques would have played a significant role in shaping the architectural identity of Punt. The scarcity of direct archaeological evidence makes it challenging to provide a comprehensive understanding of Punt's architecture. Ongoing research and future excavations in potential Puntite sites hold the promise of unveiling the architectural legacy of this ancient kingdom. Technological advancements are equally elusive, as the kingdom's technological prowess is not extensively documented in ancient texts. However, certain technological achievements can be inferred based on the commodities traded and the sophisticated craftsmanship implied by the goods exchanged with ancient Egypt. The production of aromatic substances, such as myrrh and frankincense, likely involved advanced knowledge of horticulture, extraction methods, and trade logistics. The cultivation, harvesting, and processing of these resins would have required a deep understanding of the local environment and specialized techniques, showcasing a level of technological sophistication in Punt. The construction of seaworthy vessels for trade expeditions also reflects Punt's technological capabilities. The ability to navigate the Red Sea and conduct maritime trade with ancient Egypt implies proficiency in shipbuilding and navigation, indicative of a technologically advanced maritime culture. While the specifics of Punt's technological achievements remain speculative, the kingdom's contributions to trade and commerce, as evidenced by the goods exchanged, suggest a level of expertise that contributed to its economic prosperity. Comparing the architecture and technology of Punt with other contemporary civilizations, particularly those in the Mediterranean and Near East, provides insights into the diverse cultural and technological landscapes of the ancient world. In terms of architectural styles, Punt's unique features, as depicted in Egyptian art, may distinguish it from the monumental structures of ancient Egypt or the intricate palaces of Mesopotamia. The use of local materials and environmental considerations in Punt's architecture could set it apart from the grandeur of other civilizations. Technologically, the specialization in the production of aromatic substances and the ability to conduct long-distance maritime trade align Punt with other advanced cultures engaged in similar pursuits. The maritime skills demonstrated by Punt in navigating the Red Sea and conducting trade expeditions suggest a level of maritime technology comparable to other seafaring civilizations of the time. Overall, while Punt's architecture and technology may not have left the monumental structures or extensive written records of some contemporary civilizations, the kingdom's contributions to trade and its unique cultural identity position it as an integral part of the rich tapestry of ancient civilizations. The architectural and technological aspects of Punt remain partially obscured by the limited archaeological evidence and indirect textual references. However, the glimpses provided by ancient Egyptian depictions and the commodities exchanged suggest a civilization with distinctive architectural features and technological achievements that contributed to its significance in the ancient world. Ongoing research and future discoveries hold the potential to further illuminate the technological prowess and architectural legacy of the Kingdom of Punt. The decline of the Kingdom of Punt remains shrouded in mystery, with scholars offering various hypotheses to explain its gradual disappearance from historical records. One possible factor is environmental change. Punt's prosperity may have been intricately linked to its natural resources, and alterations in climate or ecological conditions could have impacted the kingdom's agricultural productivity and access to essential commodities. Internal factors such as political instability or social upheaval may have also contributed to Punt's decline. The absence of detailed historical records from Punt makes it challenging to pinpoint specific events or rulers that could have played a role in destabilizing the kingdom. However, Internal strife or power struggles could have weakened Punt's political cohesion, leading to its eventual decline. Another consideration is the evolving dynamics of trade routes and economic networks. Changes in global trade patterns or the emergence of new trade hubs may have marginalized Punt, reducing its economic significance and contributing to a decline in prosperity. The historical events leading to the disappearance of this kingdom are not well documented, and the gradual fading of Punt from the historical record complicates our understanding of its demise. The decline may have been a gradual process influenced by a combination of internal and external factors. The diminishing references to Punt in ancient Egyptian texts during the late period suggest a decline in the kingdom's prominence. By this time, the geopolitical landscape of the ancient world was undergoing significant transformations, and Punt's once central role in trade and diplomacy may have waned. The decline of this kingdom might have been accelerated by external pressures, such as invasions or conflicts with neighboring civilizations. The lack of historical records from Punt itself makes it challenging to identify specific events, but broader regional dynamics and interactions with emerging powers could have played a role in the kingdom's disappearance. Despite its decline and disappearance, the legacy of the kingdom endured in the collective memory of ancient civilizations, particularly in Egypt. The commodities and cultural influences that flowed from Punt continued to shape the material culture and religious practices of the region long after the kingdom itself faded from historical records. The aromatic resins, exotic animals, and other commodities sourced from Punt retained their value and significance in the ancient world. The memory of Punt as a land of abundance and prosperity persisted in the narratives of subsequent civilizations, contributing to the allure of this enigmatic kingdom. The impact of it on the region can also be seen in the continued exploration of trade routes and the search for exotic goods. As new powers rose in the ancient world, the desire for the resources that were once associated with Punt persisted, influencing the dynamics of trade and diplomacy. While the exact reasons for the decline and disappearance of the Kingdom of Punt remain speculative, its legacy endured in the cultural, economic, and geopolitical spheres of the ancient world. The memory of Punt as a source of coveted resources and a significant player in regional dynamics continued to resonate long after the kingdom itself had faded into obscurity. The enigma of Punt persists, inviting further exploration and discovery in the ongoing quest to unravel the mysteries of the ancient past. Modern archaeological discoveries have provided valuable insights into the kingdom, shedding light on its material culture, trade networks, and potential geographical location. While direct evidence from Punt itself remains limited, archaeological excavations in regions speculated to be associated with Punt have uncovered artifacts and structures that offer tantalizing clues. Excavations along the Red Sea coast, particularly in areas of the Horn of Africa, have yielded pottery fragments, ancient trade items, and architectural remnants that bear similarities to the descriptions of this kingdom found in ancient Egyptian texts. These findings suggest the possibility that these coastal regions may have been part of the maritime routes connecting Punt to the wider ancient world. Additionally, underwater archaeology has played a role in uncovering potential remnants of ancient harbors and maritime infrastructure along the Red Sea. Submerged structures and artifacts discovered in these underwater explorations contribute to our understanding of the maritime activities that linked Punt with other civilizations. Recent discoveries have contributed significantly to the ongoing quest to unravel the mysteries of the Kingdom of Punt. In 2022, an international archaeological team unearthed a site in the Eritrean highlands that is believed to be an ancient trade and production center associated with Punt. Excavations revealed evidence of metalworking, pottery production, and the presence of exotic artifacts, suggesting a complex and thriving society. Furthermore, advancements in satellite imaging and remote sensing technologies have facilitated the identification of potential archaeological sites in the arid landscapes of the Horn of Africa. These technologies have enabled researchers to survey large areas and pinpoint locations that may warrant further ground exploration, potentially leading to the discovery of ancient Puntite settlements. Ongoing research continues to focus on unraveling the mysteries surrounding the Kingdom of Punt, utilizing a multidisciplinary approach that combines archaeology, anthropology, environmental science, and technology. Genetic studies of plant remains found in archaeological sites are providing insights into ancient agricultural practices, helping researchers understand the cultivation of crops and the use of natural resources in Punt. Isotopic analysis of artifacts is aiding in tracing the origin of materials traded between Punt and other civilizations, offering a clearer picture of the interconnected trade networks. The integration of digital technologies, including 3D modeling and virtual reconstructions, allows researchers to visualize and explore ancient landscapes, reconstructing potential urban centers or trade routes associated with Punt. These digital tools enhance our ability to comprehend the spatial and architectural aspects of the kingdom. The implications of ongoing research extend beyond the historical understanding of Punt itself. Discoveries related to Punt have broader implications for our understanding of ancient trade networks, cultural exchanges, and the dynamics of early civilizations in the Red Sea region. Modern discoveries and ongoing research are reshaping our understanding of the Kingdom of Punt. Advances in archaeology, technology, and interdisciplinary collaboration are uncovering new facets of Puntite civilization and its interactions with the ancient world. As researchers continue to explore potential sites, analyze artifacts, and employ innovative methodologies, the enigma of Punt is gradually being unveiled, contributing to a richer and more nuanced comprehension of this ancient kingdom. In conclusion, the Kingdom of Punt, though enigmatic and elusive, holds immense historical significance. Its role as a trade partner, the source of valuable resources, and a cultural influencer left an indelible mark on the ancient world. The enduring impact of Punt on the understanding of ancient civilizations is evident in the ongoing research and the continuous quest to unveil its mysteries. As modern discoveries shed light on this once-forgotten kingdom, Punt stands as a testament to the interconnectedness of ancient civilizations and the richness of their cultural, economic, and diplomatic exchanges. The exploration of Punt continues to be a captivating journey into the depths of history, revealing the complexities and interconnected narratives of the ancient past.